There was two people last year that got
In
on the Pacific Northwest.
In Alberta, a woman was killed by a black bear last year.
Yeah, I heard about that one. But wasn't there a couple people that were killed by mountain lions last year?
2018 hiker, broken neck, puncture wounds by a cougar.
Broken neck from a cougar. Can you imagine that motherfucker grabbing your neck?
Speaking of my neck, look at this.
What's going on?
Look at this bling.
Look at the bling. You got to
I wore this
bling.
I've only had this on. This is the second time.
Oh my God. Are you hanging out with rappers?
I know.
What's going on?
I'm celebrating my JRE appearance, but so that was the whole reason why I wore it, just to do that right there.
That's adorable.
Scooby the jeweler, he made that for me, and he hand delivered it.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
that's amazing. Well, that's when you can wear bling, when someone gives it to you.
What I was gonna say was
it's cool.
So
if you went out and bought that for yourself, it's a little questionable. Right? Unless you're like a Machine Gun Kelly type person. A very flamboyant, like a rapper or some rock star.
You might get one and rock it hard.
No, my vision.
I wear old man shoes. People make fun of my shoes.
I know. So you should be wearing these fuckers.
I would wear those.
But listen, so my vision is the bling with a bearskin jacket.
I like it. A bear that you killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's got to shut the fuck up if you actually killed the bear.
Yeah.
I ate him too. We ate his pepperoni. Dude, we're eating bear pepperoni. It's delicious. It's very, very good.
So good.
Shout out to whoever processed that for you, whatever butcher did that for you.
This is in Cottage Grove, Oregon, and Gates.
Yeah.
Gates Family Tradition Meats.
There's a bunch of those folks out there that are, it's like they're the unsung heroes of the wild game world.
That is so good. And that's bear. And people are like, oh, you can eat bear?
Summer sausage. I've had bear summer sausage. It was delicious. You know who's the best for talking about all this stuff? Because, you know Jesse Griffiths, the guy who's the chef of Die Due? It's a restaurant here in Austin, and I actually heard him on Steve's podcast. Ranella's Meat Eater podcast before I met him. So I'd heard him there, and then I had him on as a guest. Fucking super interesting guy. But he's the best at taking wild game and making it insanely delicious. He's just because he's an excellent chef, and he loves food, and he loves hunting.
Yeah.
And he teaches courses where he takes people out hunting. What is his school called again?
The New School of Traditional Cookery.
New School of Traditional Cookery. So he takes people and he'll hunt hogs with them. He'll teach them how to shoot a hog, how to butcher it, and then he teaches them how to cook it. And the guy is a fucking unsung hero in the world of like taking wild game and making it just the most extraordinary dish you've ever had. We had diver duck. Diver duck's supposed to be gross.
Yeah.
That's what everybody says.
Right.
Because diver ducks eat whatever the fuck is on the bottom of the ocean, or the bottom of the lake, rather.
Yeah.
Well, most people don't like the way they taste, but he had this way of marinating them. I don't want to like say his process because I don't really totally remember it. I don't want to fuck it up. But the result was fucking insane. It was so good.
Yeah.
No one could stop eating it. It was so good.
Well, I mean, imagine what he could do with bear.
Oh, yeah.
If he did that magic with duck.
Well, what Jen Rivet can do with bear.
I know.
She makes those bear roasts in the Traeger and cooks them for like fucking 16 hours.
I wanted to bring, so I had that ham. I sent you a picture of, because my goal was, I thought, oh, maybe we can cook this, because I thought you were going to have a Traeger here at the studio.
Yeah, we did. We do, actually. It's just not hooked up through the ceiling yet.
Right. I remember, so I'm like, oh, we could marinate this thing. And so I had Jen send me her marinating recipe. You know, It's got brown sugar. It's got all the shit in it.
Of course.
Pineapples.
Yeah,
and
they know how to make shit delicious.
So Trace did all that and got it, but of course we don't have a Traeger, so I'm like, well, I'll bring some bear pepperoni. And
Perfect.
I was asking because everybody, they're so concerned about trichinosis. You know, I mean, Steve Ranella made everybody nervous about it because they got sick.
Well,
obviously.
he got sick after he warned everybody forever. It's the craziest thing. It's almost like he wanted to get it.
Yeah, he manifested it.
Because he always said that he wanted to get scratched by a grizzly. Just scratched. He just wanted to, like, fuck a tattoo.
Sounds good.
I want claws across the chest, you know? But I think then he had that encounter on Fognac Island where they got rushed by an 11-foot brown bear.
Right.
And he goes, all that shit's out the window. Fuck that.
Had the come to Jesus moment after that.
100% come to Jesus moment. An 11-foot bear that's claimed an elk that you shot and you don't know about it, and you're eating lunch sitting around in his territory. You're just so relaxed. You let your guard down. You're just like, hey, we're good.
Well, what I was going to say was, so I asked Gates, Tanner's, he's a young kid just kicking ass, does such a great job with your wild game meat. But I said, what's the process for making pepperoni? Because people are nervous about cooking and trichinosis. So they put it in like a smoker type oven, and it's at 160 for an hour, 165 for an hour, 155 for an hour, and then 145 for 5 hours. So it's 7 hours of cooking.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so there's no worry.
No worry of trichinosis.
Right, and it just tastes amazing. It's got that little. I said, does it have a little pop to it when you eat it? You know, like you bite into a little pop on that the shell out here. He's like, oh yeah, it's got the pop, and it does, and it's. Everybody here who tried it, I've given it to. I took some to my old work yesterday. Everybody loves it.
It's good. Mm-hmm. What's weird is, and this is a little known fact, when the settlers were making their way across America, they would kill bear for meat and they would kill deer for the hides. And that was their preferred food, was bear.
Right.
Because it was closer to beef. And when they named, like, $1 bill is a buck, because a buck, that's what a buckskin was. It was $1.
Oh, I didn't know
that's
that.
Why, yeah, that's where that term came from.
Yeah, I learned so much on this podcast.
I've got a lot of useless information bouncing around in my head. But that's a fascinating one. Like, I wonder what shifted where they stopped eating bear. And then all of a sudden, bear became a teddy bear. And bear became your friend. And bear became Yogi. And bear became, only you can prevent forest fires. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, the bear is just like this weird anthropomorphized version of what you experience when you're out there in the woods,
right.
And what anybody experiences, and what, you know, when people get rushed by bear. I don't know if you've seen the video of these guys that are on a dirt bike, mm-hmm. and this guy wipes out in front of a bear's den.
I saw that. That thing comes boiling out of there. Intense.
Oh my God! Pull that up, Jamie. We have to see it because it's so scary. They're so scary.
Do we have a Pull It Up Jamie shirt?
I think Jamie has one.
Oh, good.
Jamie, you have Pull It Up Jamie shirts, right?
I think so.
Is it on Jamie? Is it on pulleitupjamie.com?
No,
Youngjamie.com?
It should have been on that.
It should be on pulleitupjamie.com. These fucking scoundrels.
There's a link on that website.
Oh, thanks, Eric.
Your merch, dude.
But
You got to
it's
get your
on
merch
youngjamie.com.
going.
Look at this video. Youngjamie.com. Look at this video. If that guy didn't rev the engine, who knows what that bear would have done to them.
God.
That dude, oh my God. Very smart, revving that engine. Very smart.
Oh,
that
man.
is a very, very smart move. Whoever that guy who did that, that guy probably saved their lives.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit, those things are terrifying.